Tell me then, is there anything you guys do, especially to like get like attendance or like membership through the state? I know you, as far as the percentage of bowling centers in the state, you have a pretty high percentage of members. Like, what are some of the things you guys do to get people to show up and to join the association? Like, how have you done that so well?
Yeah, so I'd like to be a little better in the membership category. We have 67% of the centers in Ohio are members. Yeah. However, interesting, 78% of the lane beds in Ohio, which that's great. That sounds really great. What that tells me is we're a little underrepresented in small centers.
Right.
So, and I think small centers really say, oh, that's for the big guys. So I would love to get the message out to those small centers. It's not BPA and BCAO membership. I have small centers that are getting 2 or 3 times back their initial investment with the Smart Buy program and with just Pepsi and Cisco alone. Yeah. So it's also for the small centers. So again, our events are mostly free of charge. So we say, hey, come on down and see what we have to offer. We do charge a little bit for our annual convention, but a lot of those new members, we had a kind of a membership drive this year where we went to some new members who had just purchased the center or had been kind of on the fence about membership. And we invited them to come in at no charge and said, just come see what we're about. We want to show you that BPA and BCAO membership is valuable to you, and we want to prove it to you. So we'll see how that goes. I'm really hopeful that we can get them engaged in some programs and just prove to them that what we're worth to their business.
Yeah, it only takes a couple connections for them to see. And a lot of this, like you were saying, the smaller centers, they'll typically see a greater relative increase. Right. So as far as the business, if you have a smaller base number to get increase, it's a larger relative amount. So they stand to benefit the most in some regard.
They really do. And I think, like I said, the perception is, oh, well, that organization's for the big guys. But really, I've seen so many small centers really flourish and really get a great return on investment.
So I guess it's inviting people to the events, getting them to the events, and a little bit proactive outreach for maybe new centers that have traded hands, or that's about your strategy so far?
Yeah, I mean, there's been so many centers who have sold recently. I mean, I can think of just 6 or 8 this year off the top of my head, probably more that I don't know about. And the difference of people who are buying, some of them are bowlers, some of them have some background in the industry, and some of them just don't. They just think, hey, it'd be fun to own a bowling center. And they really have no idea. So it's kind of interesting to show them all that goes into owning a bowling center and being a bowling proprietor. I think that we really showed our worth during COVID, unfortunately, but we have had a lobbyist, which a lot of states do now, but didn't previously. And we have a great relationship with a lobbyist that has been with us since I have been around. So in the 90s, he's been around. He's in Columbus, and he keeps our members updated with what's happening currently, what we might see coming up in the future. During COVID, obviously, there was a lot of communication. And I think we showed our members our worth with just our communication and letting them know things that are happening and that might be coming up in Columbus and further than that even.
Right. And the power of a collective, right? If you can group together and kind of push for some kind of change that's needed, that maybe the industry knows it is needed, that outsiders don't, you come together as a group, you can kind of push that through as a team.
We have successfully fought off sales tax on bowling a couple of times. Exactly. The sales tax on bowling currently here in Ohio, and they've wanted to add that a couple of times. And we have successfully fought that off and still currently don't have that. So.
Oh, cool. Good. He's doing his job well then.
Absolutely. He's fantastic.
Yeah. Very cool. So you had the lobbying piece. Anything else you guys are doing for members or for their benefit, that ideas for other states or maybe things that people in Ohio don't know that they're getting?
We do have a workers' comp program where bowling centers can save up to 53%. So a big chunk of their workers' comp premiums. And then that goes along with that. If you have a workers' comp claim, our partners will help you get through that and kind of go see you through, make sure that you're following up with what you need to help you fight the claim if you want to fight it, et cetera. And then they have safety programs that they have seminars and just general newsletters that come out with safety information for bowling centers, how to stay safe, how to keep the employees safe, more importantly. And then another thing, that we have a great relationship with our state USBC. So that kind of helps. There's sometimes that communication breaks down between the proprietor and the local state USBC. So it's really nice, our relationship with them. We're starting a joint program this fall with an adult youth tournament. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll be great. So that just helps them to keep in contact with the other parts of the state of Ohio they might not have direct communication with.
Right. Yeah, you guys have a lot going on and just trying to keep everybody together.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, did you like this video? Great. We make 10 of them a week. Subscribe to learn more and keep learning about what's working in the industry. Talk to you then.